Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am for like the fifth day in a row just trying to avoid a mental fucking breakdown. So what I like to do when I am in a very high anxious and depressive state of mind is really just strip back the choices that I have to make throughout the day to help preserve my mental health. So what that means is I kind of just want to completely gut out my makeup basket. We're going to start fresh and we're going to do something much more minimalistic than usual. I don't want a lot of choices. I just want things that I know are going to be simple, easy, and that are going to work. I feel like, God, since it's just been the longest year and I really am struggling to put makeup on in the morning and find the energy to do so. But I know I'll thank myself later in the day because I'll feel better. I just feel more confident, more put together when I have my makeup done. So I am making a very conscious effort in the morning to do my makeup. What I want to do though is just eliminate all of the extra choices and whatnot. I just want to have a beat on, but I don't want to have to think about it or make a lot of decisions. So we're really just going to completely reset my basket. And I also just wanted to say, like, I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to trigger anyone. I understand that we're all coming to this space right now to just decompress from all the chaos that is the United States. But I just want to let you know, like, if you are feeling just like you're being suffocated with anxiety and depression about the absolute chaos that we're in, like, you're not alone. It's okay to just take a break, to cry about it. I have cried about it. Hold your loved ones close. Like we will get through it. Like we will. Like we have to. So do what you have to do to make your day to day easier. And this is one thing I'm going to do to make my day to day easier because this is something I can control to lighten the load on, just my daily decisions that weighs down on your mental health. So this is what I'm going to do because this is what I can control. I hope no matter where you are that you're all hanging in there, doing well. I'm literally wishing nothing but love for you. And yeah, let's go ahead and chop my stash. Also, I feel like I'm giving Eminem slash white trash vibes right now, and you know what? That's where I'm at. I just cannot be bothered with my outfit. I was so hot when I got home. But yeah, okay, let's chop my stash. Okay, so this is what my basket mostly was looking like the last time that you saw me. I'm going to go through like I usually do, talk about every product, what I'm rotating out, what I'm keeping in, and I'm going to give you reviews as I go along, as well as if I have anything I'm going to declutter. I will also discuss that in this. So let's just start at the front here. This is my LYS Lippy. I am going to hang on to this for now. I'm still kind of unsure about the shade, but I don't have the energy to really test things. So I'm going to rotate this out. These two are staying. These are in my project pan, the Tower 28 lip liner and the ABH satin lipstick. I actually am gonna keep this in, and I was gonna put it on before I filmed that intro, but I didn't. It's the shade Cherry Vanilla from Lawless. This is my favorite one. I'm going to keep it in. I'm actually going to rotate my lipsticks out because I honestly just have not had the energy for lipstick. So I'm going to rotate out both of my Prada lippies. I'm also going to rotate out this Kulfi. It is their like lip staining lip oil. Really love this. I'm going to rotate it out. And then obviously my e.l.f. lip oil is going to stay. I use that in the morning when I'm getting ready. My Milk Makeup blush in the shade Work. This is going to stay. This is in my project pan. All my project panning items are going to stay. It's just going to be the other stuff that's going to leave. These 3 Huda blushes, I have tried all of these out, so I'm going to rotate them out. What I will say is this one, which is the shade Intense Guava. This is the one that I had on in the intro, and it does not blend out as easy as all the other blush filters. I have so many of this formula, and they all blend out very effortlessly, but this one didn't. So I did want to mention that in case you're looking at any of the new shades, but I am going to rotate them out. I also had this Armani blush in here. I, again, just didn't even have the energy to try and do anything with it, so I'm just going to rotate it out. I rotated this in on my own after we saw each other last. It is the IT Cosmetics Sun Blush with Confidence, and it is the shade Sun Warmth. I really do love this product in this tone. I'm going to rotate it out. I also had my Dior Backstage palette in the shade Universal in. These are so beautiful. I always mix these 2 shades or these 2 shades. I do think I'm going to rotate it out though. When we look at my highlighters, I might feel differently, but for now we're going to rotate it out. And then, of course, my Chanel bronzer. This one's in my project pan. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to spoil anything, and I'm going to film my project pan in like a week or so. So I'm going to keep this in. My RMS Beauty bronzer in the shade Malibu Mousse is going to rotate out. I did wear this 3 times, but it is just too deep for me this time of year, which I didn't know because I didn't have it this time of year last year. So it's too deep for me right now. I'm going to rotate it out. I am still trying the Tom Ford Peach Quartz Quad. I have only used this once, but I'm going to leave it in because I only have I have less than 2 weeks left to meet the return window, and the first look I did with this was, there's going to be a video on it, but I am very skeptical on if I'm going to keep this at this time, so I'm going to keep this in because I need to force myself to do another 2 looks with it to determine what I want to do, because this is like a $90 palette, so if it's not good, I do not want to keep it. I want my money back, so I am going to keep this in. The Natasha Denona Berry Cheek Trio, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this out. I just don't have the energy for anything that could be fussy, like in big bright shades like this. Fussy. So no, I have, of course, my MAC Glow Play blush in here. That's gonna stay. It's part of my project pan. My New Moon from ColourPop palette. I did use this once, but I am gonna go ahead and rotate it out. I'm also gonna rotate out my Makeup Revolution. What is this? The Icon? True Icon palette. I love this one. It's really good. I've worn it a couple times since I've seen you guys last. It is just amazing. I did try out this cream shade. I wasn't going to because I just knew they wouldn't be good, but I used it as a liner, and yeah, it wasn't good. It just completely like faded off. It's very oily. But still, for $12, these shades all slap, so I still recommend it. I also had the ABH Primrose palette. I didn't use it at all this rotation, but I'm rotating it out. And then I had my RM Beauty Wicked palette in, and I did use it twice, but I am going to rotate it out. I just am not in an eyeshadow palette place, which is if you've been with me for a long time, your jaw is probably on the floor because I've always been such a hoe for eyeshadow palettes, but I am just I cannot be bothered with effort right now. And I have been just on the singles train, just using a single all over my lid. And when I used this, that's all I did is I went in with a shimmer and I put it all over my lid. I didn't use any of the mattes. Yeah, this this year is wearing on me in ways I never knew anything could. So yeah, I'm rotating that out. I also, let's see, I have my Huda Beauty corrector that stays in. I also have my Huda powders, those stay in. I have this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Gel Tint. I did a full review and wear test. If you want to check that out, I will leave it below and pinned in the eye, but I'm going to declutter this. I also tried out this Bobbi Brown, oh gosh dang, what's it called? It's so tiny. Plump Lip Serum in the shade Bare Rose. This color is very pretty, but the formula ain't it. One, it does not plump at all, in my opinion. But two, it's just like it feels like that dry oil feeling on my lips. It's not like hydrating or glossy feeling. It doesn't give my lips a lot of shine, and it completely like dries my lips out. So I'm going to also declutter that. I also was recently sent this Kind Tint Tinted Serum from Pacifica. I don't know what shade it's in. Shade 22. They said they were sending me this in August. It's March. I just want to put that out there. So I don't really feel in any kind of hurry to try this out. I kind of did because I was like, oh, this looks like it could probably be a better shade for me like now during this time of year. But honestly, I don't even care. Like, back to the energy thing, I just don't care. So I'm not going to try this right now. We'll save it for when I feel like it. I also had the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour skin tint in the shade 110. Really hate the little applicator thing. The formula is nice so far. I don't want to give my full thoughts because I do want to keep trying it, but I have enjoyed it thus far. However, do I want to rotate it out? I kind of feel like I do because I have a foundation combination right now that is just working really well for me, and I just want to stick to it and keep it that way. So I am going to rotate it out. The foundation combination I've been using is, and you're probably like, oh, you want to do less, but you're going to mix foundations. Just hush, hush, hush. The reason I did it was because this Gucci one is just like a little bit too deep for me right now and a little bit too drying for this time of year. But the lightest foundation I have, which is this Bobbi Brown Weightless Skin Foundation in the shade N12, is like too light for me. So I was like, what if I combined them? And it looks great. The shade is really good. They blend really well together formula-wise. I was worried because the formulas are so different. This is so good. I wish it was my shade because I would wear this literally every day. But I've been doing a pump of this and a pump of this, and I've loved the outcome. So these are going to stay in. And then obviously my Dior Forever Glows and my Project Pan, it's going to stay in. I don't think I have anything else over here. Oh, other than my concealer from Pacifica and then my Rare Beauty Illuminator. Those are going to stay in. And then over here, I just keep like lip liners, my brow pencils, brow gels, eye primers. Oh, if you are curious if you love the Ulta Beauty Matte Longwear Eye Primer, the repackaged formulation, it is the same. I know a lot of people were worried that with the repackaging, the formula would change and it wouldn't be as good. I want to report that I've been using it for 2 weeks now and it's good. So I just want to throw that out there. And then I keep all my Half Magic eyeshadow sticks back there. I did something a little different this week with one of these. Add a little something to a look. So I usually use these as like a liner or an inner corner, but I took the top of it off and I just rubbed my finger on it and then I patted it on the top of my eye and it gave like the prettiest pink like sparkle and shine. So I might do that a little bit more moving forward with some of these colors over the next few weeks, but I just wanted to shout those out. I'm going to put in, oh wait, we didn't even talk about the singles down here. Good Lord. I have a few singles in there. I had the Adriana Nicole Cosmetics in the shade Ethereal. This is gorgeous. I wore it twice. I do think I'm going to rotate it out though. I also had the Ulta Beauty Bouncy Eyeshadow in the shade Sugar Cookie. I'm not like super impressed with this. It was so much sparklier in the store. If you've ever shopped in store at Sephora or Ulta, then you probably know that sometimes that happens, or it looks so sparkly there and you come home and you're like, what happened? It's kind of what this is. It lays nicely. It's long wearing. This is the shadow that I put some of the pink over with because I just feel like it's kind of lackluster. So I don't think I'm going to declutter it at this time, but I could see it happening. I'm going to rotate it out. I also had in the Merit shadow in the shade Mid-Century. I'm going to rotate it out. And then I had the Victoria Beckham in the shade Honey. And I've used this like 3 or 4 times. Like this has kind of actually become the go-to. So I'm going to leave it in. Because if I'm enjoying it and using it, it's so easy to just slather this all over my whole lid and it just looks so pretty and effortless and, I was gonna say natural, but I was like, there's nothing really natural about it, but like compared to other looks I've done, it looks like natural. So I am gonna keep this in. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put everything I'm keeping in the basket so that I know what I actually need to shop for. Okay, that was really quick. I also wanted to mention I'm trying out the Milk Makeup Setting Spray. It is hard to see here. It's the Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray. I got this in exchange for a review on Skeepers, and I've been trying it out. I've only worn it for 2 days so far, but I'm loving it. So I'll update you in the next video, but so far this is good. And yeah, I think... Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put all the other stuff away, and then we're going to shop for some new stuff. Alright, here we go. I gotta be careful when I get in these moods because sometimes I will just declutter everything. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful about that. So I have a primer in right now, and honestly, I kind of feel like I'm fine with it being the only primer I have. It's my Project Pan primer, so I'm not going to pick another primer. We discussed I didn't want to pick another foundation, so you're probably thinking, why are we in this drawer? This is where my singles are housed. So I want to pick some singles because obviously I'm in a very, place with my singles. So let's pick out some of these that, Tate's going to help us. That I want to have is just the easy one and done. The first one is this Bobbi Brown one in the shade Moonstone. This is so pretty. I've been thinking about using it for a few days now, so I'm going to rotate that in. I'm just not feeling like anything that I have to do with a brush is too much work. So I'm going to rotate in my Hourglass Scattered Lights in the shade Array. I know this literally just rotated out, but it is beautiful. Can I help you? Does that smell good? Does that smell good, puppy? What are you thinking? You want some makeup? Oh, you want to look pretty? Look like a pretty boy? Yes. So yeah, I'm going to rotate this in. Just rotate that out. I don't want to do that. These are all ones that I really would need to use with a brush because they are liquids. So maybe this is its time to shine. Maybe this Patrick Ta duo. Why not? We'll see. We'll see how the vibe is. This is the shade in Do You Know Who I Am? So I'm going to rotate that in. And yeah, I think that's good for now. A lot of those other ones I can pizzazz up if I want with my Half Magic, eyeshadow sticks. So we're done with this drawer. Okay, I was thinking about rotating in a face palette because I do have a brush that's like dirty but not super dirty from using the RMS bronzer, so I was like, maybe I should rotate in this. I don't know, actually. I don't feel like messing with powder. I lied. Let's see, we could do, gosh, I don't even know if you guys are in frame for that. I was just looking at it, so sorry about that. I might have messed it up. I don't know. I'm just feeling so beyond lazy, you guys. What? A really easy one that I like is this Rectify one. So I'm kind of thinking maybe this, but also maybe a mini one might be good just to focus on. I can maybe finish it up. What I'm thinking this one because it's a lot lighter and I don't know how it's gonna do on me when we get to those summer months. So I'm gonna rotate in this Refi Cream Blush in the shade Dune. This is such a good bronzer. I think I said blush earlier. Okay, speaking of blush, I already have two in. They're both my painting blushes, so I don't really feel like I need another blush. I kind of just want to focus on those. And the MAC one kind of goes with everything. It does a really nice job of meshing with a lot of other products. So, I'm like, maybe I should rotate one in for variety, but I'm like, I don't really want variety. Angel. So the shade Angel, I think this one was the more peachy one. Can't remember. Or maybe it was Starburst that was. Yeah. Okay, Starburst and more peachy. This one's more Dusty Rose. Okay. I don't need to rotate this one in. If I want something, I know where it is. I can reach in here. So I don't actually think, I'm not going to rotate in another blush. I'm just going to do the two that I have. Okay, so for my lip drawer, I'm just going to rotate this one in. I want to rotate in my Huda Beauty faux filler gloss. This is the clear one. And I want to do that because I had paired it with my Tower 28 lip liner. And I was like, I feel like that is a good combo, easy, lightweight combo. And it also will help me get use out of my Project Pan liner. So I'm going to rotate this in. And then honestly, I think that's it. Because I've really just been wearing like a gloss or a lip oil. So yeah. We do need a highlighter though, at least one. So which one should we choose? Because I don't have any highlighters out right now. So I'm going to pull this House Labs ones out again, the Peach Quartz. Sorry if you guys are getting tired of seeing this, but I love this highlighter. So I want to use it. I'm going to rotate that in. And then I'm also... this one was nice. This Iconic London one. Let's rotate this one in. And let's rotate this light pinky one in from Fenty Beauty. It's the Diamond Bomb in the shade Rose Rave. So I'm gonna rotate that in. For eyeshadow palettes, let's see, what do I have? I have 4 singles, and I have that quad I'm trying out. And then the palette I was thinking about rotating in was this one, My Dream from Natasha Denona. Just because this has a lot of good, like, shimmers that I think would be good, like, singles. I don't know why my camera's not focusing right now. There, maybe that helped it. But I think this one would have, like, I love that shade Thrill, as you can see. I don't know, though. Do I even want to deal with it? Actually, you know what? Let's two birds with one stone. Let's pull out this mother trucker. My Natasha Denona, oh good lord. Natasha Denona Glam Palette in the shade Light. This will give me another blush option. This will give me a highlighter option. So I'm actually going to, I'm going to put this Iconic London highlighter back since we have this highlighter now. And then it's going to give me these super pretty shimmery options as like with my fingers all over, one and done. Like obviously I can use a matte too if I want, but I don't really foresee that happening. So I think this would actually be a good choice. So I'm going to rotate this in. And yeah, I think, well, this could also be good for one and dones because we have those shades. All right, that's it. So I'm going to go up top and we're going to fill my basket and we'll wrap this up. Okay, there we have it. It looks very light, which is kind of what I was like, this is what I'm going for, but it looks crazy how bare it is. But hopefully it will help me, you know, narrow down as far as like decision making and whatnot, because I really just kind of feel like I need that. So hopefully it'll help with that. And then, I mean, I'm gonna, after I do my 2 more wears with this, I'm gonna rotate it out. But yeah, this is kind of just where I'm at. I just need simple right now. So sorry if this video seemed dramatic, as in like, I just need to change this right now. But like, this is how I've been feeling for like 4 or 5 days. And so I was like, well, either I'm going to just do it or I'm going to do it and film it. So I thought I would film it and kind of walk you through my headspace and whatnot. But yeah. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do try to have a lot of fun over here. And if you like this video, of course, hit that thumbs up button. It really does help my channel. And yeah, I, can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.